Hello Skillr Boxers. Today we are going to break down the winning skills, tactics and strategies that boxers like Usyk, Lomachenko, Rigondeaux and Andy Cruz all use to succeed in the amateur game. It's not always about being the better boxer, faster or stronger, but about being smarter and knowing what will make the judges choose you. There's a reason some boxers are incredibly successful in the amateurs, but not so much in the pros.
Back on the back foot again.
There we go, see that?
And in the same way, some are more successful in the pros than in the amateurs. You may be a better boxer than your opponent but still end up losing, which makes it really frustrating. But as we will see today, with just a few adjustments, you can completely change the course of your amateur career. Let's break down the first key. Volume jab. While this may be obvious advice, don't take it lightly. In the pros, there are boxers who can get away with not utilising the jab. In the amateurs, that's rarely the case. As the amateurs are a game of points, with a high volume jab, you can completely control a fight. And if you don't trust us, watch Lomachenko spar in his amateur days using only his lead hand. But why is it so important? Because it is the safest punch to throw, as you don't have to shift much weight when throwing it. It is also the closest punch to the opponent's face and the most likely to land, since the path it travels is the shortest of all punches. So if after this you don't understand how important this punch is for your amateur career, then you are helpless. In the game of scoring points, you have a punch that is perfect to avoid counters and score often. So use it a lot. Punch and move. Defensive responsibility is perhaps one of the most important decision makers when it comes to judges. You'll see it clearly with an example. Notice that in all of these examples, no one lands a punch. However, the one who starts the action and evades the punch looks like he is in control.
His reflexes.
After 15-20 seconds, what was going on, but it's certainly...
Even though you both punched and missed, what the judges see is you initiating the action and making your opponent miss. You will have to drill this by constantly punching and defending until it comes naturally. The next strategy is a bonus strategy that Sugar Ray Leonard himself called as the way to win a round. But first, we have an announcement. We just launched our store, and with it, 3 products of the V1 edition. Same as with our channel, we want to revolutionise the sport and the way its clothing is developed. You shouldn't notice your clothes while boxing. The friction, the oversized sleeves. You should feel your clothes like a second skin, accompanying you in all your movements. That is why we have dropped the V1 edition, which is just the beginning of our journey toward a perfect product. Every release has limited stock. To make it fair, we use a permanent queue based on when you joined. When a new version launches, we don't open the shop to everyone at the same time. We open it in waves. First, V1 owners. Second, V2 owners. Third, V3, V4 respectively. Last, everyone else, if stock remains. So if you bought the V1 PL shirt, you will always be notified and able to purchase before anyone who joined later. Not just once, but for every future version. The earlier you join, the closer you are to the front of the line forever. Take part in evolution. Take part in revolution. Sugar Ray Leonard advice. And now, let's hear the bonus tactic of Sugar Ray Leonard on how to win a round.
You get in, you throw 3 punch combinations, you make 1 punch count, and you get out. You do that 3 times around and you win a decision.
This tactic by Leonard shows how important moments are in a fight.
For Toledo also, he is.
Especially in the amateurs, where things happen so fast, it is often difficult to judge who was objectively more effective punching. That is why making a clear case with clear moments can be a perfect strategy. Leonard himself would often do this in both the amateurs and pros. Throw a clear flurry, get out and move, do it again and move, do it again and move. By the end, the judges will remember those 3 clear moments better than the single punches thrown in between. Steal exchanges. Stealing exchanges is a great way to persuade the judges and look the more active boxer.
Stole that shit.
To steal an exchange means to throw the last shot or combination in an exchange, making it look like you got the better of it. In long exchanges, it is difficult to see what is happening, who is landing clean and who is missing more, so it is crucial to make it clear. The best way is by being the one who ends the exchange. If he gets the last shot, pushing to sneak another punch will make you look like the more active fighter, even if you miss. Check hook. As we mentioned before, defensive responsibility is key in the amateurs. Punching without getting countered. This is how you add up points without letting your opponent score. The check hook is the perfect technique for it.
So I come forward off of 1, 2. See how he threw the hook and he stepped out. That most likely wasn't for the offense. That's most likely for the defense.
It is done by either throwing a lead hook and pivoting, or throwing the lead hook while sidestepping simultaneously. In both cases, you're hitting your opponent while exiting at an angle where he will have a hard time countering you. You'll see this technique again and again in the amateurs, especially by Cuban boxers, as it is extremely useful, so learn it. Distance control. In the pros, where you fight more rounds, energy efficiency is key. Moreover, only clear shots are counted, which is why many boxers rely on blocking and parrying. However, in the amateurs, every shot counts. Even if you block your opponent's punches, those may still favour the decision toward him. That is why distance control is your best bet. Distance control is visible and a crucial defensive tool for amateur boxers. This way, it is much clearer for the judges to see your opponent's missed punches. You will often see amateur boxers use a long guard and a more open stance to maintain this distance and avoid being hit even slightly. So if you haven't already, work on your balance, footwork and positioning, and learn to control the distance as best you can. Feinting and twitching. As you are working for only 3 rounds, you should give everything in every round. That is why feinting becomes even more crucial in the amateurs. In the pros, constant feinting can be draining, but in the amateurs, it can be the difference between controlling or losing a fight. Constant feints and twitches will make your opponents overreact and unable to predict your punches easily. You should always be in motion, tricking and setting traps for your opponent. This constant movement and feints will fatigue your opponent physically and mentally. Ring generalship. Forget about your style and whether you move forward or backward. Ring generalship means taking the fight where you want it. Back your opponent up when you want and make him chase when you want.
I'm comfortable if my back is to the ropes. I'm comfortable in the center of the ring. I'm comfortable backing you up if I gotta push you back. I'm comfortable. This whole ring, I wanna be comfortable. I don't wanna have an area that makes me nervous.
This is also a skill you can learn, and it has as much to do with your boxing ability as with your body language. For the judges, it looks very different if you are backing up with panic versus confidence. One signals, I don't want to be here, he is pushing me back. The other signals, I'm right where I want to be, I'm luring him in. It is crucial to maintain a confident and cold look even if you are panicking inside, because all of it influences the judge's perception. Something a lot of boxers do is call out their own shots. While it may seem silly, it tells the judge's subconscious that you landed. And in fast exchanges where it's difficult to see the action, a little raise of the arm might persuade them to give you the exchange. But now we want to know your opinion in the comments. Which one of these skills are you lacking, and how are you improving your game? Let us know. And if the video was interesting, you can find more on our channel. And to your left, we have chosen a video that we thought you may like.